Alrighty, everybody, thank you and welcome back to another video here at Fun Filaments 3D RC. In today's video, we're going to be assembling the sound and light controller by the DIY guy 999 that I got off of GitHub when I was building my wheel loader. In this video, we're just going to be assembling the all the pins on it, and this is going to be a pre-assembled board. And you can get all that from PCBWay. I'll leave all the links in the descriptions below. On that note, this will be part 1 of the build. There's going to be a part 2, which would be showing of the program itself, and then hooking up all the lights and the servo and the motors and everything, and showing you that it works. So on that note, let's get started in part 1. Oh, this is a step-down converter for the voltage, and then the audio amplifier for the audio. And we have a potentiometer here, and then the positive and negative leads hooked up from the battery. And then we have an ESP32 microcontroller. Then we have the pins, female and male, that we're going to be soldering onto the board here. And so on that note, we will get started. I will set up everything and get a little bit closer to the situation and get this show on the road. And will be making another video to where I will be making another video where I will be taking this here, which is an unbuilt PCB board, sound and light controller also, but we kind of move a couple of these to the way. But as you can see here, you know, these have everything installed. PCBWay, you can have the option of having them install it for you, or you can do it yourself. And I had them do 2 of them. I have one in my grand hauler, and I was going to use this one for a template to put on all of the resistors and the ICs and the capacitor onto the unbuilt one. And I will be making a video out of that if anybody is kind of leery about SMDs and whatnot. And they're not that hard, you know, but I will be making a video out of that, so stay tuned for that. But right now, I'm just going to be putting one out of building this one. So on that note, let's get started. Alrighty, everybody. We are going to kind of start the next process here, and I kind of got a nice little close-up view of what I'm going to do here. Going to be aiming for these pins right along there. Okay, and we're going to start off with the female pins. Those with, and I got a bad ESP32 here. Actually, I burnt it up. I didn't get it bad. So what I'm going to do first is actually mount the pins on here, just so I can actually have a nice solid spot to mount this. And you got to make sure you mount it the right way here. So we're going to turn this around and kind of set that right on in there like so. Where it kind of pokes out the bottom there. And we're just going to kind of turn it over on its side there. Okay. Okay. All right. We're all set up there. And kind of just put a little bit of solder on it. Alrighty. Right now we'll move on to the other side. Get back in focus there. Alright, so we got that row done. So now we're going to move on to this row here. And then we'll do the insides there. So, okay. Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Kind of put the rest of the pins on when I'm off camera there, you know. So all of them are in spot, looking good, looking alrighty. And all right, as you can see here, you know, we got all the pins in nice and straight. Now the last two pieces we need to put in onto the board are the potentiometer, the potentiometer, and the 12-volt power supply. And those two, let me swing this around, goes here and here. So we'll go ahead and bring over the soldering station there. A little aggressive there. And there is a certain way you have to let me zoom in here. Okay, as you see right here is a little indication on which way the potentiometer is supposed to go. And you have a 1 and a 3, which indicates 1, 2, and 3 pins. And on the potentiometer, there is it is marked across the bottom here, 1, 2, and 3. Kind of hard to see right now, but it is. And this is a 20K potentiometer. So we're just going to pretty much install that right in there real quick. And I'm just going to kind of real gently just kind of bend the last two pins over just ever so slightly so it stays in spot. Okay, let's get it mounted in here. These being thicker posts on here, it's taking a little bit more solder than needed, or more heat than needed to get that metal hot. Alrighty. As you can see here, I think we are all done as far as putting in all the pins, all of the required hardware for the main PCB board. Now what we need to do is to move over to our amplifier and our converter, or step-down converter. Now with this one here, with the step-down converter, all you really need to do is just place it onto the board here, and got to make sure, you know, got an arrow on it to indicate which way to put it. And on the board here, as you can see, it has an in and an out, and that kind of tells you what the direction it is. If we put this on backwards, I don't even think it would work. So we're just going to slide that right on over there like so. Alrighty, everybody, I just noticed something. Looks like I am missing a resistor located right there. You can see one on this side, but you don't see one on this side. I just got another one, and that's what it's supposed to look like. You know, a resistor on each side. Well, I'm glad I caught that before I soldered it in. That really would have sucked. You know what? I think I may have that resistor. I might be able to save this one. Set that off to the side. Alright, let's try one that's actually got both resistors on it. So now we're going to move on to the amplifier, making sure everything is on here. Looks good. Flip it over. Yeah, looks good. All right, so now what we need to do is put 2 regular male pins on the out part of it, and then mount the 3 holes to the 3 holes, 2 holes to the 2 holes. And that seems to match up really nice. So what we're going to do is get ourselves a Okay, and I screwed up and I put them on the wrong side. Okay. They're supposed to be sticking up, not down. So let's see if we can save this. Alrighty, now let's flip this over and try this again. Put a little more flux on it. Alright, now that's what that's supposed to look like, with the two pins sticking up, because you have a left and a right for your speakers. And then this here, slide this right over everything there. Alrighty, that looks good. Alright, let's clean it up and cut those stems off. Pretty much a done deal here. Now what we need to do is to head over to the oh no, wait a minute, no, I still need to make up my speakers and get a battery source and start plugging stuff into it, and then go over to Visual Studio and put the program on the ESP32, because now this here will get mounted onto here like so. That'll get mounted onto that with your C-bus poking out that side. C-bus, that's a micro. Alright, but anyway, so all the ports are sticking off on one side, and that's pretty much it. And then the DIY guy did provide the STLs for a body for this, so it's just not all sitting raw. And in the meantime, I'm actually going to clean all this up, clean all the flux off of it, take some alcohol, clean it up, make it look nice and pretty. And yeah, in a little bit, I will, the next video, or the next part here, we will go to the computer. Okay, well, that concludes part one here of the build. Hopefully this was a little informative to you. If you got any questions, just please leave a question down in the comments below, and I'll get back to you ASAP. It was kind of a simple build, because all you're doing is pretty much putting all the pins in the holes and soldering them on. But that was a pre-assembled build. I will be building the I guess unassembled, when you have to put on all the resistors and all the diodes and the capacitors and everything, and I will be making a video out of that also. in case you guys are wondering, or if you're kind of leery about getting a PCB without being assembled, because it is a little, I wouldn't say costly, but it is an up cost, you know. So if you can do it on your own, and I'll be showing you that, it'd just be a plus all of its own. So, well, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, check out this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend, and keep on RCing.